So today marks 45 years since the Brixton Uprising. And I want to be precise about something. It was an uprising, not a riot. Word distinction matters because a riot implies senseless destruction. But an uprising implies a people pushed to the breaking point by a system that was never designed to protect them. So let me give you the context that's usually left out. In January 1981, 13 black teenagers were killed in the New Cross fires. A house party, a community in grief, and almost total silence from the state. There was no serious accountability, no meaningful response, just a quiet message that some lives matter less. But that silence didn't go unnoticed. Then came Operation Swamp in 1981. Days before April 10th, the Metropolitan Police flooded Brixton with officers and deployed the sus laws, which was a Victorian-era statute that allowed police to stop and search anyone based on suspicion alone. And in under 1 week, over 1,000 people were stopped and searched. Disproportionately black, disproportionately young, and disproportionately male. This wasn't policing, this was occupation. And Stuart Hall, one of the most important cultural theorists, had been writing about this dynamic. In his work, Policing the Crisis, Hall and his co-authors argued that the criminalization of black youth wasn't a response to crime, it was a moral panic, a way of managing a community that the state viewed as a social problem rather than a group of citizens with legitimate grievances. Brixton didn't happen despite the state, it happened because of it. And on April 10th, police stopped a young black man who had been stabbed. And instead of getting him the medical help he needed, they tried to put him in a car. But a crowd gathered. And what followed over 3 days wasn't chaos, it was the accumulated weight of the New Cross fire, of the sus laws, of 50% plus youth unemployment, of black people being treated like suspects in their own areas. It was all of that finally given a physical form. Lord Scarman's report that followed acknowledged police harassment as a contributing factor, which was a significant admission for 1981. But, and this matters, Scarman stopped short of calling the Metropolitan Police institutionally racist. And that conclusion wouldn't come until the Macpherson report, almost 18 years later following the murder of Stephen Lawrence. And this pattern of acknowledgement without accountability is itself part of the story. So 45 years on, we still debate stop and search. We still debate over policing in black communities. And we still have conversations about whether black deaths receive equal grief, equal investigation, and equal justice. The Brixton Uprising didn't come from nowhere, and the conditions that created it didn't disappear, they evolved. And this is why history isn't the past, it's the architecture of the present. So what does Brixton 1981 mean to you? Comment below.